Hey, what's going on, guys? Benjamin McCray, Coach Ben. This is day 2 of our training series that we're going to be doing. Hopefully, you guys are getting some great information. If you do, I want you to like and share and subscribe to my YouTube page. We're building up subscribers and content, guys. So I'm excited to go over day 2. The topic has been how to increase your cash flow within 30 to 90 days without having to work more hours at your job or inside your business or what have you. And guys, one of the key things that I pointed out on my previous video, if you have not watched it, I encourage you to do so, is that most people right now is having a cash flow problem. People are hurting financially right now. And as I'm recording this, we have a situation where folks are quarantined, literally cannot go out. And literally their employers and the government is telling them not to come to work. So that's quite unusual. Very interesting, guys. It's a different times that we're in at the time of this recording. But reality is, it's making folks really evaluate their current situation. Sadly, 78% of the population living on paycheck to paycheck. 70% of the population is literally paying too much on their taxes. 80% of the population have bad credit. 90% of the population is buried in debt. So it is a financial epidemic that is being put, the pressure being truly put on it due to this COVID-19 coronavirus that's taking place right now. So I want to hopefully encourage you to take this time to really evaluate your financial situation, where one of the ultimate things we want to do is clog the leaks that's taking place. So it's one thing to say, I want to increase my cash flow, but you can have money going into, let's say, a financial bucket. If you have money going into a bucket and there's holes in it, whether it's paying too much on your taxes, having bad credit, so you're paying too much on interest and down payments, or just buried in debt, whereas you're putting money in, it's just going right back out. Those are 3 major leaks that I'm pointing out that I really want to encourage you to focus on clogging. And every day I'm going to hit on each one of them. Today, I want to talk about taxes. Guys, the majority of our expense is taxes. I got a mentor who said, you get taxed when you're born, you get taxed when you're living, you get taxed when you eat, you get taxed when you go to the bathroom, storage tax, and you get taxed when you die. We're always being taxed, guys. So most successful, wealthy people are always trying to find ways to offset your taxes. There's nothing wrong with paying taxes, but there's something absolutely wrong with paying too much on your taxes. So one of the key things I want to speak on is a couple of key bullet points, and I wrote some down. And then I will really focus on one area of taxes that I truly believe in terms of protecting yourself or offsetting taxes that you can leverage and truly take advantage of, especially in the environment that we're in. So one of the key things is tax credits. There are a lot of tax credits that are available right now. Now, let me put a caveat real quick. I'm not your financial advisor. I sell life insurance and I help people with retirement, but I'm not a tax guy. So I'm just hitting on some bullet points, but you want to definitely get with your tax guy who will basically delve deeper into each of these topics to make sure that you are positioned to increase your cash flow, guys. You want to keep your money. What they say is not what you make, is what you keep. So we want to talk about keeping your money in your bank account. So there's a lot of credits that are out there with the tax laws that have changed just recently. You want to make sure you evaluate that, look at it, and make sure you're leveraging all the tax credits. Also, with saving and retirement accounts, IRAs, 401ks, and those are tax shelters where you're deferring taxes. Now, as an insurance agent, I recommend folks look into insurance policies like IULs, whereas you're building a retirement, a tax-free retirement, okay? Whereas right now you're not paying taxes, but you're building up your retirement, and when you pull out of it, you're going to be taxed. So the reality is, right now, taxes are very, very low. Do you want to pay taxes when it's low, or with all this debt that the country is accumulating, when it goes up, you're going to be paying those high taxes. And just when you're about to retire, that's going to hurt. So a couple of things, and I'll leave some links in my comments where you can learn a little bit more about IULs and other insurance policies that you can put your money in that the wealthy leverage all the time. So your savings in retirement is a great tax shelter that you can leverage, contributing to HSA. Now this is good, the health savings account. You can save up to $10,000 and with the IRS until every year up to July 15th, you can put money towards your HSA and leverage that for tax purposes as well. Get with your accountant, they'll advise you on that as well. Setting up college savings, this is pretty powerful with the 529. People are out there putting money into a college fund. You can save up to $10,000 a year towards that retirement, whether you're sending your children to private schools or public schools. But again, I want you to look at an IUL, okay, and compare the two. You'll be very impressed on how we structure these IULs, these insurance policies, to help pay for your children's college, your children's first home, and your children's retirements as well. So, but that's another way to put money away for tax savings and to save money, increase money on your taxes. And then charitable contributions, giving away, I mean, when you give to, you know, the what do you call it, the Goodwill, giving away clothes, you know, cash, toys, things of that nature, that's another way to write off. But one of the things I really want to point out, and what I love talking about, because I love talking about entrepreneurship, I love helping people go into business for themselves. And one of the most powerful ways to offset your taxes and keep more money is through becoming a home-based business owner, becoming an entrepreneur. You have access to so many taxes. According to IRS tax code publication 535, okay, the IRS wants you to become self-employed. Understand this, as long as you have the intent to generate a profit, you're actively participating in your business, you're keeping good records, and you're only filing things that are necessary and legit, then you have the ability literally to take advantage of over 180 different tax write-offs. That's powerful. I want you to really think about that. You have the ability literally to write off over 180 different deductions. Imagine from now on, your mileage in your vehicle becomes a tax write-off. Your cell phone becomes a tax write-off. How many of us are talking on our phones? And I mean, that becomes a tax write-off. Your internet becomes a tax write-off. Your dry cleaning becomes a tax write-off. Where you eat, if it's a business meal, whether it's lunch, dinner, or breakfast, that becomes a tax write-off. When you travel, becomes a tax write-off. So what happens is your living expenses as an entrepreneur, with the professionals helping you with this, and we have access to give you access to those professionals, you could turn your living expenses into business expenses. This is a powerful one. If you have children up to the age of 17, you can employ them. Think about that. You can employ your children and put them on a salary, and the things that you are already doing, paying for their private school, paying for all those sneakers, all the designer clothes, the meals, football, all basketball camps, all that stuff that you're going to pay on anyway. You take that money, you put it into your child's salary, into their bank account, up to $12,000. They don't have to file it, and you can write it off. Each child. That's major. That's the leverage of being an entrepreneur. It's setting yourself up as a true business and basically maximizing and taking advantage of the tax codes that's written for you. This is all legit. This is why I tell people it doesn't matter who's in politics. as long as you're an entrepreneur, you position yourself as a business owner, you can win regardless. So I want to encourage you as we go in here, going forward, and increasing our cash flow. Something you can do immediately is get with your accountant, have them set you up and adjust your W-4 so that when you get back to getting your regular paychecks and your salaries and things of that nature, literally that money can come back into your household. All those write-offs, how many times you got your check and you had a gross income, and then once all the deductions came out, it became gross because half your money was gone. They took your money before you even touched your money. What we're showing you how to do, we want to set you up where by just making these adjustments, focusing on your taxes, adjusting your W-4, starting a business, okay? There's some links below to look into other businesses that you can get involved in, but starting a business, you now have the ability to write off over 180 different deductions, which will increase your cash flow. Understand this without you having to work more hours. So guys, I hope that helps you out a lot. Try to keep these very short. I would love to really dig deep into it, but that's not what I'm here for. I just want to bring the awareness to you so that in future videos and future conversations, we can definitely go into depth in the different ways that you can improve your cash flow by adjusting and making your taxes beneficial to you. So like and share this video, like and share and subscribe, and I'll see you the next day with video number 2. Well, it's the third video, second topic. We're talking about credit. Guys, we're going to talk about the power of credit and how to position yourself to improve your credit, leverage credit, because credit is ultimate leverage, guys. So you don't want to miss the next video that I'm about to come out with and how you can leverage your credit to build wealth. All right, guys, I appreciate you all. Look forward to talking to you. Thanks for jumping on. Take charge.